You ever notice that when you look outside, looks like it might rain, you grab an umbrella, it never rains, but if you don't grab the umbrella, inevitably it rains every time? I call this the umbrella effect, and it shows up in other parts of our lives too. For me, I tend to hurt myself a lot. And if I forget to bring a Band-Aid with me, inevitably my old Band-Aid will get beat up and I'll need to replace it. But if I do remember to bring a Band-Aid, I never need to replace it. The umbrella effect showing up. Even though it's pretty common, I don't think the umbrella effect is real, right? Whether we bring an umbrella with us has absolutely no effect on whether it's going to rain or not. Those two things really aren't connected. What I think what's going on is I think it's just a psychological thing. We remember bad memories much more than good memories, and those negative memories invoke stronger feelings than positive memories. There have been studies done. And so we just remember those bad things. We remember when we don't bring an umbrella and it rains. And we don't remember the times when we bring the umbrella and it does rain and everything works out. Right? So even though the umbrella effect isn't real, I think it has real roots. For our ancestors, little things that happened that were bad potentially could become very bad, whereas little good things that happened probably didn't make a huge effect on our ancestors' lives. So for instance, an early human walking down the path trips and falls, scrapes their hand. Right? That scrape on the hand makes it hard to hold tools, makes it harder to find and hunt for food, makes it harder to defend themselves. The scrape could get infected, which would make life that much more difficult. The infection could spread and cause even more problems. A person might not be able to get as much food, family might not be able to get as much food, a person's less likely to live, less likely to reproduce. And so there is a strong incentive to remember the bad events and remember the things that led up to that, and then avoid that in the future. Whereas little good events, aren't that big a deal. Walking through the woods, find a tree with, ripe fruit. Okay, so you get an extra piece of fruit, that's great. Probably not the difference between life and death. So the people that remember the bad events that happened in their lives and remember the events that led up to that and then avoid that in the future would be more likely to survive and reproduce than the people that don't remember those things. And so those traits get passed down. And so now, probably all humans kind of have these weird superstitions that are just vestiges of things that helped our ancestors survive. And now we do weird things like thinking whether or not we bring an umbrella is going to have an effect on the weather. So what's your umbrella effect story? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to read them. Remember, stay cool. I'll see you later.